Okay, here we are again, Saturday, the 10th of February, 2024. We're going to be changing out this accelerator cable, but it is aggravating. When they swap the engine transmission out, they pinch that one, and it's binding some and hang it up. So we need to replace it, but I'm going to have to take the cover off the inside in there so I can get to where the cable connects over there. Unless I can take that now, that water reservoir off, but it's still not going to give me the space I need to get to. I'm going to have to, I think, do it from inside, but it's still going to be hard to get to. We've already got the mass airflow sensor and the air cleaner off, but I'm going to put it back on because, you know, I don't want to do this anyway. But I'll probably do it this afternoon or tonight one. Okay, just a little side notes. It's been a couple of months since this Jeep's been cranked up. The battery died. It's got a leak in that tire. Also has a little transmission problems that we're going to have to deal with or either have it rebuilt. But anyway, bought a new battery for the white Jeep, but I want to crank this one and let it run some because it's been a couple of months. Let's see how it does. It's got 400,000 and something miles. Bought it new in 95, April of 95. I've got another driver's and passenger seat. That passenger seat's perfect. I've got a perfect driver's seat. So, let's see what we're gonna do. That fuel pump up. That's after a couple of months of sitting, folks, with 400,653 miles. Now, if we rev it up, it'll smoke some, but what do you expect? No smoke, no clicking, no ticking, no knocking. Old Chrysler 318, 5.2 liter V8, multi-port fuel injection. I would entertain selling this, but it'd take way too much for anybody. I'd want way more than it's worth, put it that way. I could spend $12,000 on it and have it in just about pristine shape. Okay, we're gonna let that run a little bit, and then we're gonna do the same thing with this Jeep. Now this Jeep has been probably a good month and a half since this crank, so we'll see how it's doing. We're gonna let that one run, then we'll take the battery out and put it over in here. Now we also have to change out this blower motor. I thought it was a fuse or the heater element blower motor or blower switch in there, but it's not either one of those. The blower motor is getting power. I'm going to take it out, see if I can take it apart. It's $130, be about $132 with tax. So I'm going to see if I can take it apart and sand the brushes down. I don't think the armature or the windings would be bad. I'm going to see if I can repair the blooming thing myself. The bearings aren't squeaking. Yeah, but this Jeep's got 300 and something thousand miles on it. And I wish I could find a saddle passenger seat driver's seat for this one. The rest of this interior is in good shape, but this one is electronic. Oh, and I can't turn the switch on because I don't have the battery in. But this one has 300 and something thousand miles on it. Cherokee Country, top of the line for 97, and I would entertain selling this one too, but it would, you know, y'all can find them maybe you might be able to find this one in better shape for 7,000. It's gonna be awfully hard to find this one in any better shape than it is, even with all the miles on it. But I'd probably want 10 or 12 for that one, and I'd probably want 10 or 12 for this one. Anyway, we got to work on that thing. Throttle body, computer. We'll be doing, not throttle body, throttle cable. We'll be doing throttle cable tonight, this afternoon, tonight, I think. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and cut this one off and take this battery out and put it over in this one and do the same thing. Let it run, warm up, circulate the oils. Onto the interior of that one is almost pristine. It wouldn't take much for that interior to be pristine. Got double racks on it. This one needs more interior, but it's still in good shape. I bought this one in 2013 with 148,000 miles on it. Now it's got 300 and something thousand. We'll see when we crank it up. Okay, we'll see what this one does. I thought these aftermarket battery cables were going to be great. They're not. They won't tighten up good. Don't buy those things unless you can get a different type or a different one. But let's see how it cranks. So it's been a month and a half, maybe been 2 months since this cranked. $313,946. Yeah, I thought it was some of those relays down there, but it wasn't. Gonna put that back together, get that blower motor out, and go from there. I need to get a windshield put in this one. Got headliners. You have new headliners in both of them. Okay, well, I guess that'll wrap this up. Yeah, I had that lift kit put on and the 31s put on. I really like the 30s. The 31s are a little bit too big. And also, that thing's got 332,000 miles on it now. Bought it in UT. Okay, as you can see, there's no way you're going to get that fan out with the cut squirrel cage on it. Without getting that, taking that air conditioning dryer off. There's not any Freon in it. We were going to have to charge it anyway. That dryer I think is original. I'm going to go ahead and get a new dryer. That orifice tube. That orifice tube probably goes in right down here. That little orifice tube filter. Get those two things and get that dryer off. Get that blower motor. I may see if I can get it out, but I don't know how. I might be able to disconnect this, move that up out of the way enough, disconnect that. Might be able to get that cable up enough, but I don't think so. We may try that first though and see how that comes out. But those 3 little sheet metal screws, 8mm, and they weren't too hard to get to. A little aggravating, but not too hard to get to. So let's go ahead and disconnect this battery, and we may move those cables and just see if we can get that squirrel cage out of there without having to take the dryer off. That would be nice to get that blower motor working again this afternoon without having to replace that dryer.